Hello and welcome back to another week of predicting NFL games using Power Score, which is a metric I've created to determine how good or bad a team is based on their stats, with 0 being exactly average, going from all over the place, from terrible to elite. Last week I predicted 9 games correct, and Power Score beat me, getting 10 correct. Once again, they're pulling ahead, 5 games ahead now. Let's get into this with the Bills and the Texans. This game is kind of interesting to me because the Bills, they've lost some games that they probably should have won, but they're still a very good team. The Texans, their defense is the best in the league, I believe. And in Power Score, we have the Bills here with the 7th best score and the Texans with the 3rd best. The Texans, though, CJ Stroud is still out, I believe, and so that's why I'm going to give the Bills the edge here. I'm going to take the Bills to win here 24-18, but Power Score is taking the Texans. Next up, we have the Colts going against the Chiefs, which is it's going to be a very telling matchup. The Colts with an very elite team, very good offensive score, 2nd overall, and the Chiefs bumped down to 10th after losing to the Broncos last week. They saw very good offensive and defensive scores. I think it'll be a close game. I'm going to take the Chiefs here 27-31. They're on a 2-game losing streak, but I think that they will keep themselves from getting into that 3rd loss in a row and bring themselves back up above 500. I would not be surprised to see the Colts win here. I'm honestly hoping that if I keep picking the Chiefs, they're going to keep losing, but I do think that they are going to win. So next up we have the Seahawks against the Titans. The Seahawks, very close loss to the Rams last week with 4 interceptions from Sam Darnold, unfortunately. And the Titans, they're ranked 32nd in Power Score, really bad offense, pretty bad defense, and Seahawks, their defense is one of the best in the league. Their offense took a little bit of a hit in Power Score, but I still think that they'll have no problem here. I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win, and so does Power Score. I'll have them winning 44-20. Now we have the Vikings against the Packers. The Vikings, they've lost the last couple of games, and they're not really looking as good as we all thought they were a couple weeks ago. The Packers, they just lost. They just won against the Giants. The week before, they lost to the Eagles. Coming off a win against the Giants, their defense looks pretty good. Overall, they're 14th in the league in Power Score. I think that they're going to keep winning to stay in that playoff picture that's being really competitive this year. I'm going to take the Packers to win here 17-26, and Power Score agrees, picking the Packers as well. Next up, we have the Jets against the Ravens. The Jets, they're 30th in the league in Power Score. Ravens are 21st and on the up, with Lamar Jackson bringing their team back to life. Pretty average scores down the slate there with offense, defense, and luck. The Jets, their offense has looked okay at best the last couple of weeks, but I think there's no question here. I'm going to take the Ravens to win, and Power Score agrees. All of them winning 20-28. Now we have the Giants against the Lions. The Giants, they're out of it this season. They're basically, their season is over. We knew that probably a few weeks ago, but now we know for sure. And the Lions just losing to the Eagles, which is unfortunate for them with playoff seeding. I think they're actually out of the playoff picture at this moment, but they're still 5th overall in Power Score. Good scores all the way down there. And the Giants, they actually have a positive offensive score, which I didn't really even realize until making this. And the their defense is not good at all, bringing down their entire score by a lot. Anyways, I'm going to take the Lions here. I think that they're going to bounce back after that loss, and they're going to win 23-34. Now we have the Steelers against the Bears. This one is an interesting matchup because I think that the Steelers are generally the better team this year, in my opinion, but PowerScore has them ranked 16th overall and the Bears 4th. But the Steelers also have Aaron Rodgers out for this game, I believe. We'll see what happens there, but I considered taking the Steelers here anyways, but I do think that the Bears are going to take advantage of that backup quarterback situation and take care of business against the Steelers, all of them winning 20-26. Next up, we have the Patriots against the Bengals. Patriots, they are winning and they continue to win. They're 9-2 on an 8-game winning streak, and the Bengals, they're not a good team. Their defense is horrendous, and they can't stop anyone. They can't stop a nosebleed, as some might say. I'm going to take the Patriots here to win, and PowerScore agrees, all of them winning 34-26. Next up, we have the Browns against the Raiders. This one I feel like is kind of a toss-up, although the Browns have a much better defense, and overall in PowerScore they're 22nd compared to the Raiders, who are 28th. I think it's going to be a pretty ugly game, but all of the Browns winning here, 19-16, and PowerScore agrees. Now we have the Jaguars taking on the Cardinals. Jaguars had a huge win against the Chargers last week. I did not see it coming. They just blew out the Chargers. And the Cardinals, their season is done. They lost to the 49ers, got blown out. And overall, Jaguars are going back up in PowerScore, surging. And the Cardinals are just kind of staying around below average range. I'm going to take the Jaguars here to win 31-23. PowerScore agrees. I think that the Jaguars are going to ride this momentum and try to stay in the playoffs. Now we have the Eagles against the Cowboys. The Eagles, they just came off a big win against the Lions to take that number 1 seed and keep it. The Cowboys, they just won against the Raiders. Not an impressive win, but they won nonetheless. Good for them. The Eagles, I just noticed putting this together that they don't have a stellar offensive or defensive score on PowerScore. They just have a very high luck score, the highest in the league right now. So that's something of note in my opinion, but I'm still going to take the Eagles to win here, 28-24. You never know with these divisional matchups, but the Cowboys are at home. I don't know, but I'll take the Eagles to win here. PowerScore agrees. Now we have the Falcons against the Saints. This one was tricky, in my opinion, because Michael Penix Jr. is out, and you never know with Kirk Cousins coming off the bench. He didn't look great those last few games he played last season, but I'm not really sure what to expect in this upcoming game from him. The Saints, they actually have a positive defensive PowerScore, overall 27th, and the Falcons 19th. I think that the Falcons should be overdue for a win. I think that they're riding a 5-game losing streak, if I'm remembering correctly, which I think is crazy. I think that the Falcons are overdue for a win, despite their losing streak, and the Saints coming off their bye, I believe. I'm going to take the Falcons to win here, but I did have the Saints on this graphic until like the last second. I think that it's going to be a very close game, but I am choosing the Falcons to win, going on with PowerScore, all of the Falcons winning 23-17. Now we have the Buccaneers and the Rams. Buccaneers, they have lost their last couple, kind of falling down that the playoff rankings, PowerScore rankings. They're 11th overall in PowerScore, and the Rams staying in that number 1 spot, getting that blue color there in PowerScore for the first time this season. Their defense is doing really well. Their offense is looking really good, and overall I think that they are well deserving of that number 1 spot in the league. I'll take them to win here. Power score agrees. I'll have them winning 20-27. Lastly, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The Panthers, they just keep winning somehow. They just won against the Falcons in overtime. Their power score is 20th overall, so not stellar, but their record says that they're 6-5. They have a winning record, just one game behind the 49ers, in fact. 49ers are 17th in power score. After that game against the Cardinals, they've jumped up a couple spots, and power score believes in them. They think they're going to win, and I'll agree with them. All of the 49ers winning here 16-26. I think that they're just the better team. They've been undervalued, I think, by power score so far. Although they have had all the injuries, Brock Purdy's back, and I think that offense is going to do much better, which in turn will help the defense. I think that this will be a fairly close game, but I'm taking the 49ers here. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and support all the hard work I've been putting into this. Come back next week to see what games I get right and see what I predict for those games.